Welcome back, guys. I'm Danny the Dinosaur Drawer, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to draw an easy dinosaur skeleton, so like cartoon form. And yeah, today is day 9 of my dinosaur drawing marathon, and I found myself with no time today, so that's why we're going to be doing a quick, easy drawing. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So get out your paper and pencil, and we'll dive right in. So for a skeleton, you don't need that much of an outline, so I'm just going to go ahead and start by drawing the head. So this is going to be a T-Rex skeleton, for all those of you who are wondering. And then we're going to start off with the skull in the left corner here. The left upper corner. So make a squiggly, like a wave type of line, like I just put in there. It's not too hard to do. Then take another line from there, bring it up and down. So we're basically drawing the bottom of the upper jaw in cartoon form. Then we're going to round it off like so. So that's the basic outside shape of the upper jaw. And start off by putting in this first cavity, which is the largest one in the head. And then next to it will be the eye cavity. So again, we're doing everything very oversimplified. Because I just got back from a road trip that literally took all day. So I was not able to do any videos, and I hadn't pre-recorded anything, so that's why I'm in a bind right now and had to do something quick to keep my promise of doing 26 drawings in 26 days. So there we go, we got all of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cavities in the upper jaw, and now we can put in some teeth for our T-Rex skull. So put in the teeth and make them gradually get smaller as they get closer to the end of the jaw. And then here's where we're going to put in the bottom jaw. So make a line like that one. Bring another one out from that line and bring it just as far as the top jaw goes out. So we're going to bring our pencil down in a downward slope, then curve it even further down. Then it's going to slope back up like so. And again, we're going to add some teeth. Now the teeth on the bottom jaw are going to end a little quicker than the ones on the top. So the top jaw I think will have some more teeth than the bottom jaw. And then after that we can put in the neck. And for the neck I think we want to put in a little bit of an outline. So make like a backwards S line like I just put in there. Let me zoom out to make sure I don't cut off any of this drawing like I did the other day. Yeah, so we're going to take that line, make sure you draw it really lightly. And then I'm going to start by putting in these vertebrae. So each piece of vertebrae is going to look practically identical. And it's okay to draw on top of your line, because we'll just take our erasers. Hopefully your pencil has an eraser on the back of it, and we'll erase that. So we're going to continue the vertebrae. It doesn't have to be an exact number, unless you want to be like a perfectionist or something. But again, I'm copying off of a cartoon drawing myself, so this is not going to be accurate at all. It's a representation. It's like cartoons are not meant to be accurate, so it's totally fine. And here the vertebrae are going to curve up, so they're sort of stacking on top of each other at this point. And then here's where we can take our eraser and erase the lines we don't need anymore. Which actually can be a hard task to do. So you might have erased some of the lines you do want, like I just did, and so we'll redraw those. But yeah, I think the vertebrae are looking nice. They're going to have some of these really thin bones coming out of them. So you have to put those in to make it look nicer. And slightly more accurate. Now for the back vertebrae we can do another line like this, like we did for the neck, except draw it a little lighter this time than we did last time. And we're going to put in the back vertebrae. And since it's a cartoon drawing, we can make this all one piece to save time. And then from each back vertebrae, let me erase this line first. From each back vertebrae we're going to have one rib coming out. Well, we have to leave some space here. And we might as well actually put in the shoulder blade in first. So I'll put that shoulder blade in. And then we can put the ribs under it. There's rib number 1, rib number 2, rib number 3, rib number 4. So as you can see, they get bigger and bigger, and then they start getting smaller and smaller as they get near the back of the dinosaur. So there we have a nice complete rib cage. I might add 1 extra rib for good measure. And then we can put the bottom in of our spine. And we can't leave out the hands and arms. So go ahead and put in the tiny T-Rex arms. And put 2 little joints there for the fingers. And add the claws. And we'll put in the shoulder blade that's on the other side as well. And put in that bicep arm and the forearm bone. Then we're going to put 2 little more joints here for the fingers. Add some claws. And then here we can put in the hip bone, or the pelvis, which is, I think, one of the largest bones on the T-Rex. So we'll put it in like that. And then I want to take 1 line like so, just to make it look a little bit better. There are certain lines you can add to make the drawing look more professional. And then here we're going to put in the femur, or the thigh bone, which is the bone that's going to look most like those classic bones you see, those classic cartoon bones. So put that in. Now we're going to put in the calf bone. This one's going to be slightly smaller. Put in the ankle bone. And then put in the foot bone. I'm just making these bones. I don't even know the real names of these bones. So I'm just saying foot bone, shin bone, and stuff like that. So for the middle toe, we're going to have 3 segments and then add a claw. And yeah, we're only going to be able to see 2 of the claws there, from this angle at least. And on the opposite side, we can put in the other leg. So put that in like so. And this one's going to look practically identical to the one we just drew. So we'll go ahead and put that one in. Now add those other bones that we put in for the first foot, 2 segments for the first toe, and 3 segments of bone for the middle toe, like so. And then now we'll continue on to the tail. So there is 1 more bone we should put in for the pelvis. It sticks out like that. And then we can put in a very light line for the tail. And we'll put in the segments of the tail. So since we're drawing it in cartoon form, the tail is going to be extra short. So I'm not exactly sure how many segments we're going to put in. But I'll try and keep the tail kind of short. So make each segment get a little tiny bit smaller as we get near the end of the tail. And then they finally get so small they disappear. And then we're going to have these little knobs. It looks sort of like a saddle horn. And we'll put 1 of these knobs on top of each section of vertebrae. So it's not too hard, you don't have to match it perfectly. And then we'll put those little thin bones coming down at the bottom. And these will also gradually get smaller as we get closer to the end of the tail. So again, we're going to take our erasers and erase some of that outline. So if you want to take your drawing a step further, I definitely recommend some shading. So I'm going to get out a shading pencil. Here we have a 3B grade shading pencil. And I'm going to shade on the inside of each of these cavities. Like so. So even though this is a simple drawing, you can still add shading. And simple does not mean it's a bad drawing, because a lot of times simple drawings are what people prefer. And tons of drawings that are simple get framed, so if you like how your T-Rex turned out and you wish to color it and frame it, I definitely recommend you do that. Okay, so we can put in a little bit of shading after each bone segment here. And if you don't have a shading pencil, that's fine. I could personally do this entire drawing just with a regular school pencil, and it would look almost as good. To the untrained eye, the untrained eye would not be able to tell them apart. Not saying that I'm an expert or anything. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I'm adding shading to each vertebrae and each rib. And yeah, just choose one side of each bone and make that line a little bit darker, and that is considered shading. I'll shade the bottom of this bone. And yeah, the bottom half of the spine here, you can shade in, because naturally the underside is going to be darker. Drawing skeletons are actually a lot of fun. So yeah, we're gonna shade the bottom of the pelvis bone. And then for the tail, yeah, I just recommend you shade the bottom and side of each vertebrae. And by doing this, you're actually basically shading both, or shading every side pretty much except for the top, because they're all connected. I'm going to shade the back of each of these little skinny bones. And the back of the top bones. So yeah, a lot of repetitive movements going on here. So guys, I'm really proud that I stayed true to my marathon promise, because it's pretty late today and I was not sure if I was going to be able to put in a video, but yeah, I decided to do this for you guys since I made a promise that I was going to do 26 videos in 26 days. I think I said unless the power goes out, and the power did not go out today. So I owe you guys a video, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Let's take our pencils and sign our drawings, and sign mine next to the foot here. Put in the date. And yeah, hopefully you guys like this drawing, even though it's so simple. I know a lot of you guys are very advanced artists. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to do. I should probably do some more simple drawings like this in the future. Just gonna add a tad bit more shading to the bottom jaw. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Leave a comment on what you think I should draw next in the coming days. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.